No one believes in you right now. Not because you are wrong, but because they cannot see what you see. The world is blind to dreams until they are dressed in results. They will not hear your plans, your promises, or your conviction. They will only hear applause when it is too late to matter. That is how it has always been. Every visionary walks alone before the world walks with him. You are in that phase, the one where silence surrounds you, where people smirk behind your back, where you start questioning your own worth. You scroll through others' wins and feel invisible. You talk about your goals and they laugh softly, pretending to encourage you while secretly betting on your failure. It is not personal, it is human nature. People only believe what they can measure, and they cannot measure your hunger. You stay up late, you try, you fail, you rise again. No one notices. You speak your dream and they call it arrogance. You stay quiet and they call it weakness. That is the trap. If you seek validation, you will never reach domination. The world does not hand belief to dreamers, it demands proof from warriors. Every second you waste explaining yourself is energy stolen from your climb. They do not deserve your explanations. They deserve your silence, because silence is the language of power before victory. Every great achiever began in obscurity, mocked, doubted, ignored. The difference was not talent, it was persistence. Under humiliation, your current pain is not punishment, it is preparation. The universe tests belief through disbelief. It asks, will you continue when no one claps? Because that is where real faith lives. Faith is not shouting that you will win. Faith is whispering it to yourself when no one cares to listen. Do not beg for support. Do not announce your every move. Move in silence until your results start making the noise for you. Every doubter becomes a believer the day you stop talking and start proving. The tables always turn, always. The same mouths that whispered failure will later shout genius. But by then you will not even care. Remember this: mediocrity always mocks what it cannot understand. When you start acting different, they call you crazy. When you stay consistent, they call you obsessed. When you finally win, they call you lucky. Every label they throw is just a reflection of their own limits. You threaten their comfort, and that makes you dangerous. The truth is, no one owes you belief. The world does not owe you recognition. That is your burden, to believe so deeply that their disbelief becomes irrelevant. You must build your empire brick by unseen brick. The nights when your hands shake from exhaustion, the mornings when your reflection feels unfamiliar, those are the chapters no one will read about when you win, because success hides the struggle. People see the crown, not the scars. They see the applause, not the silence. They see the finish line, not the battlefield. So while they sleep, you grind. While they talk, you build. While they doubt, you become undeniable. You are not losing time. You are earning respect in advance. Every rejection, every failure, every lonely night adds interest to the glory that is waiting. When it finally arrives, it will not be luck, it will be debt collected. The silence around you right now is sacred. It is shaping you, it is building pressure, and pressure is the only thing that turns dust into diamonds. You are being refined, not rejected. You are being molded, not ignored. This pain is carving the space for your greatness to fit into. There will be days when quitting seems rational. Then you convince yourself that the world was right, that maybe you are not meant for more. But those moments are illusions. They are the final gatekeepers of success, designed to break the weak. When that feeling comes, smile, because it means the victory is close enough to trigger fear. Most people will not understand you until it is too late for them to join you. They will ask, When did you change? And you will say, the day you stopped believing in me. Use every doubt as fuel. Let every rejection sharpen your focus. Let every insult remind you that you are still in the fight, because once you win, and you will, the same people who ignored you will rewrite history to pretend they always supported you. That is the irony of success. The moment you no longer need their validation is the moment they finally offer it. So endure the silence, wear it like armor, train in it, grow in it, because one day that same silence will echo with the sound of your name being spoken with respect. No one believes in you right now. Perfect. That means the stage is empty. The spotlight is yours and there is no competition for the grind. You have everything you need. You have time, you have purpose, and most importantly you have disbelief. The most powerful fuel known to man. The world is sleeping on you and that is your advantage. Let them sleep, because when you rise the noise will be too loud to ignore. They doubted, they called you unrealistic, delusional, foolish. They told you to lower your expectations, to be practical. They said your dreams were too big for someone like you. Those words were not meant to destroy you. They were meant to test your temperature, to see whether you would melt under doubt or burn hotter. Because of it, you see, every time someone disbelieves you, they give you energy. Their doubt is free fuel if you know how to use it. Most people hear rejection and collapse. The great ones hear it and ignite. Because nothing cuts deeper than hearing you cannot. Nothing drives harder than the taste of being underestimated. Let them talk. Let them joke. Let them make you the punchline in their small conversations, while they waste breath on mockery. You are building empires of silence. Every insult they throw is another brick in your foundation. The difference between them and you is not luck. It is direction. They run from pain. You run through it. The truth is harsh. No one respects potential. They respect results. The world does not clap for your effort. It claps for your evidence. That is why you must build quietly, fail privately, and come back publicly. Your success story should not need explanation. It should be undeniable. You have to love the loneliness. You have to crave the grind that no one witnesses, because greatness is born in rooms without applause. When your dreams look impossible, that is the exact signal that they are worth chasing. The universe hides treasures behind struggle so that only the obsessed can reach them. You are not losing. You are learning in silence. Every no is sharpening your discipline. Every failure is polishing your vision. You are not falling behind, you are building underground. And when the foundation is deep enough, you will rise so high that they will swear you came out of nowhere. But you and I will know you did not come out of nowhere. You came out of pain. Is your professor. Doubt is your gym. Rejection is your training partner. Every time someone turns away, you get stronger. Every door that shuts pushes you closer to the one that opens. That is the secret. Success is not about being noticed. It is about being undeniable when noticed. When they call you crazy, thank them. Because normal never built anything legendary. When they say you are wasting your time, smile. Because time spent building is never wasted. When they laugh, let them. Because laughter is the sound of comfort meeting courage, and comfort always loses. You must become obsessed with your purpose. The kind of obsession that makes you forget weekends. The kind that makes you immune to opinions. Because once you taste purpose, validation becomes irrelevant. You begin to realize that you were never waiting for them to believe. You were waiting for yourself to awaken. You will feel anger. You will feel envy. You will feel isolation. Good. Those are not weaknesses, they are weapons. Anger fuels drive. Envy clarifies direction. Isolation creates focus. The emotions that destroy average men forge great ones. The difference is how you use them. You cannot control who believes in you, but you can control how much you believe in yourself. You cannot control their support, but you can control your consistency. Every day you stay disciplined, you weaken the power of their disbelief. One day they will realize that their silence built your resilience. The real fight is not with them. It is with your own doubt. That voice in your head that says maybe they are right, that voice is the last enemy. And when you silence it, you become unstoppable. Imagine the day when your name stands where theirs never did. When they speak your story not with mockery but with awe. When the same eyes that rolled now widen in respect. That day will come, but it will not come to the ones who seek pity. It will come to the ones who stayed patient when they were invisible. Do not rush your bloom. Every flower that grows too fast dies too soon. Your journey is not slow, it is strategic. Every setback is divine choreography. Every pause is preparation. You are not behind schedule. You are being sharpened to arrive unstoppable. You have something they do not: endurance, the ability to suffer longer, focus harder, rise faster. That is why you will outlast them, because most people give up when they feel doubt. But you are learning to breathe it like oxygen. There will be nights when your confidence collapses. You will look at the mirror and see nothing special. But those are the nights that separate legends from the lost. Anyone can believe when it is easy. Only the chosen can believe when it is silent. Let them forget you. Let them mock your effort. Because when the day arrives, they will remember your name, and it will sting. Not because you won, but because you proved that they could have too. If they had believed as you did. The moment you stop needing their belief, you become dangerous. Because belief is no longer external. It becomes internal armor. Nothing can break a man who no longer seeks validation. Nothing can stop someone who already believes beyond logic. Your hunger is your weapon. Your pain is your discipline. Your disbelief is your ignition. You are not waiting for their approval. You are building their future regret. Keep going, because every doubt is temporary. But your rise will be permanent. Remember this. One day the same people who mocked your silence will claim they motivated you. The same ones who left you behind will pretend they always saw it coming. That is how history rewrites itself for the winners. And you are writing history right now. Even if no one is watching, keep your head down, keep your fire lit. Because the more they doubt, the stronger your storm grows. Success is a lonely race. You start alone, run alone, fall alone, and rise alone. The crowd only shows up when you are already crossing the finish line. No one sees the miles of blood and silence behind that single moment of glory. That is the truth. The world hides from you. They do not care about your effort. They only care about your outcome. Every time you fall short, they disappear. Every time you speak your vision, they roll their eyes. But the moment you win, they appear from the shadows, smiling, applauding, pretending they were there from the beginning. This is why the winners walk with quiet pride, because they know the cost of the applause. They know what it took to hear that sound. When no one believes in you, the fire must come from within. You cannot borrow belief. You cannot buy conviction. You must build it every single day. From the ashes of your own failures, you must become your own reason to wake up when your alarm feels like punishment. You must become your own cheerleader when every voice around you whispers, "Stop trying." The truth is, most people are not against you. They are simply too afraid to be reminded of what they never became. Your courage makes them uncomfortable. Your ambition exposes their excuses. That is why they mock. That is why they doubt. You represent the version of themselves they buried long ago. And when you realize that, you stop being angry. You stop chasing their belief. Because now you understand, they were never meant to see what you see. They were meant to witness what you become. The moment of victory is not when the world claps for you. It is when their disbelief no longer affects you. Because that is the day you truly win. The day you stop needing proof to keep going. The day your self-belief becomes stronger than their silence. That is the point of transformation. Look around you. Every great name in history was first a target of laughter. Every revolutionary idea was first called madness. They mocked Edison's persistence. They dismissed Ford's vision. They laughed at the idea of flight. The pattern is ancient. Disbelief always precedes discovery. Rejection always comes before revelation. So when they laugh at you, take it as prophecy. Their laughter is proof you are walking a path no one has walked before. Every great journey begins as a joke in the mouths of the fearful. But when you refuse to stop, that laughter turns into confusion, then curiosity, and finally, admiration. You are building something they cannot comprehend. That is why they cannot believe yet. Belief requires evidence, and evidence takes time. So your job is not to convince them. Your job is to keep walking, to keep bleeding, to keep fighting, until your name no longer needs an introduction. There will come a day when you stand where they said you never would. When you walk into rooms that once laughed at your name, when your presence silences the same mouths that doubted your ability, that day will not come by accident. It will come because you refused to give up when no one believed. Every scar on your soul will become a medal. Every sleepless night will become a story. Every silent struggle will become the foundation of your empire. But the world will never see the tears, they will only see the throne. That is why the lonely grind matters. It is not punishment, it is purification. It cleanses you of weakness, it removes dependency, it forges resilience. Because success is not given, it is survived. You have to earn the right to be believed. The world demands proof, not promises. So give them something undeniable. Give them results so loud that even your enemies speak your name with respect. And when that moment comes, when the crowd finally gathers, when the cameras flash, when the same people who once ignored you now claim they always knew, do not be bitter. Smile, because you understand what they do not. You understand that belief is not born from words. It is born from proof, and you gave them proof so powerful they could not deny it. You will reach a stage where silence becomes your ally, where you no longer argue, where you no longer explain. You simply do. You act. You execute. And the results speak the language no one can argue with. Success. The secret of winning is not in being seen, it is in being relentless. The world belongs to those who keep moving when others freeze, to those who transform pain into precision, to those who let failure feed their fury. You were never meant to be understood at the start. You were meant to be studied at the end. The same ones who dismissed you will one day quote you. They will repeat your words. They will use your story as inspiration for their own. That is how the cycle continues. Disbelief creates believers, and believers create legends. So stop waiting for belief. Stop seeking validation. The applause is coming, but it is not meant to guide you. It is meant to echo behind you, because belief follows success, not the other way around. One day you will stand on that mountain, and the silence that once hurt you will now sound like peace. You will look back and realize that the loneliness was never your enemy. It was your training. Every ignored idea, every rejected dream, every doubting word was sharpening your edge. Now the world will see the weapon they forged. You, the one who was laughed at, doubted, underestimated, and still rose. You were not waiting for belief. You were becoming unstoppable without it. And now when the world finally believes, it will not matter anymore. because you already did. Subscribe for more. Your fire deserves fuel.